Hello, stinkies, gays, rats, and pixies. My hair is pink again. I told myself I'm never bringing that color anywhere close to my roots. I was booked for partial highlights. Who's in shock? Literally no one. Guess what I'm doing, guys? I am going to an antique mall to go look for Polly Pockets. I love being an adult. I can just get up and be like, I want to go search for Polly Pockets, and I'm going to be doing that. I disappeared from the internet. If you haven't watched my last video, I had to put something together last minute and do a long form version of the differences between cis best friend, trans best friend, even though there's really not that many differences. I just turned like a short form video that a lot of you guys loved on my channel into a long form video. So there was no vlog last week, and I have an explanation for that. Long story short, I have this thing where I get really depressed before my period, and it kind of ruins my life. It sounds silly, and I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, oh, like that happens to me. But like for me, it's so bad that I have anxiety about doing big things in my career, big moments, or going on dates. Like I legitimately get stressed about having to do things during that time or having big life changes happen during that time. I was having some very dark days and I didn't want to film that. And I also upped my Lexapro dosage, which is super fun and exciting, but your brain chemistry changes. Funny when you go up on an SSRI. So it was crazy brain fog, which I kind of already deal with. Like I already have my own health issues. For some people, it might be like totally okay to go up on a dosage, but like for me, it caused so many health issues that I legitimately couldn't function. The past 2 days, I'm finally feeling human again. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That is why I disappeared. I know that was like a really long explanation, so I apologize. On our way to the Renaissance Fair.
The Renaissance
This is so much better than Coachella.
This is so much better than Coachella. We hit with the wrong wave.
Guys, let us go.
Guys,
we're just girls.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
This isn't Coachella.
Where's Sabrina Carpenter?
Where's Sabrina Carpenter? Where's Lana at?
Where's Lana? Wait, everyone looks so pretty.
So do we, Jessie.
We do. I feel like everyone here is gay. I'm either gonna find a bisexual man or a wife here.
And either is good.
And either is good and welcome.
Let's get the yippee-ki-yay in
there. We're gonna get in there. All right, currently going to the Renaissance Fair. I've got my elf ears. Show your fit.
I swear on the cauldron that this is my fit.
I told her to say by the cauldron.
By the cauldron. I'm like, on the cauldron.
So we were at Coachella weekend one.
Weekend one Coachella.
Weekend one Coachella.
Oh, the hood.
It went way too over my head. I feel like when I used to pretend to cast Harry Potter spells on my brother when I was little. I was like, die.
Die. Abracadabra.
You didn't let me use that My Little Pony when we played. Die. Mackenzie was filming a YouTube video there, which you should check out because it was super funny. The fans really fit.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Perfect. I'm just a fairy princess.
You're just a fairy princess.
I'm just a fairy princess. Is this what it was like to be Shrek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just asking the important question. If you watch the video, you can see when my painkillers stopped working halfway through. There's an energy dip. But anyways, I went to the Renaissance Fair and it was super fun. It felt super gay. In fact, I filmed a video there where I was like, cheer if you like gay people, and I needed only Mackenzie to cheer for the skit, and people kept cheering. So we had to be like, hey, don't cheer. Don't cheer if you like gay people. Hello, I'm so late, but I'm about to go get my hair more pink because you know what? It's literally mermaid summer. I will see you soon with pinker hair. It looks so good. I look?
Ooh, that looks so good. Which clone is this? Isn't that a thing?
Yes. This is clone 80085.
Okay, clone 80085. Boobs.
Hello, hi. This is the hair. It is so pink. I love having pink hair. I missed having colored hair so much. Sorry I disappeared, guys. I came back with colored hair. There were no Polly Pockets. I'm so sorry. This vlog so far is just random footage because I was just going through it this week. I have a Polly Pocket I want to build, so I'm gonna build that right now. I'm gonna be building this. The Freezing Fun Narwhal compact. This is cute. Okay, she is finished. She is in the sled. Polar bear is in the cave. She can like sit and get locked in on the zip line. I thought that was kind of sick. Hope you enjoyed my Polly Pocket corner of the week. The name is tentative. Hello, stinkies and smellies again. It is the next day and I'm in the same t-shirt. I know. I only wore this t-shirt for 1 hour the day before. So you know what? I felt like it was justified to wear it again because it's my favorite t-shirt. Remember I had that issue, guys, where I wasn't sleeping at all? Since upping my medication, I have been sleeping too much. It's been a little overwhelming, but I'm gonna fix it. Maybe I'm gonna go down on my sleep medication a little bit because I think it's working a little too good. So I'm gonna edit my stuff and go to the park. Okay. Hi, baby. You're actually so cute and perfect. You're perfect, okay? Look at how cute! Wow, I'm obsessed with these cats, guys. Today feels a little overwhelming. Sometimes you just get hit with so much stuff you have to do in one day on Monday, and it's a little overwhelming. It's feeling like a 2 coffee kind of day. I have so much stuff to do, and yet I'm here opening packages because I never do the most important thing on my to-do list first. The clothing brand Praying sent me some pieces. This is so cute. Thank you so much. This is incredible. Wait. These shorts say I love men, but the N is crossed out and then it says I love me. Love it, stand by it. Guys, it says father figure. Thank you so much, Praying. Literally spam them and be like, @Jessie Paige loves you. By the way, I'm going to be in Nashville recording new music finally next week. I've been really behind on music and that's a whole other conversation of like imposter syndrome, trying to just get past that. I sent a song to my producer that I wrote by myself and it's extremely personal. Are you ever just like worried that the person that you're making the song about is gonna see it? Because that's me. I'm gonna go put on makeup and get ready to film some fun stuff. Hello, my people. It's a lot later. So in case you can't tell from this video, I recently went back to having pink hair. And with that being said, I have been thinking about some of the past things I did with that pink hair. I did a show called Guilty Party, which was so much fun. Still keep in touch with people from that show. Loved it. If you remember this show and you remember me promoting this show, you have been around so long. First, just thank you so much for still even watching me. And 2, what was I listing again? Wow, I just got carried away in how much it means to me. 2, a lot of you guys actually found me from this show. In the show, my character bullies another character for having anorexia in season 1 before I actually had my own eating disorder, which is extremely interesting. It was during a very interesting time in my life. Trigger warning here for eating disorders, anorexia. I'm just gonna be talking about that here. That show actually, without meaning to, triggered me a lot. It didn't even have to do with the actual show itself. It was just filming myself in an environment where I didn't have control over things. I think I actually did talk about that in my anorexia video. Like, I perceived myself more than I've ever perceived myself, and I think I was already mentally ill, and that was just kind of like a precursor. And there were other things that triggered that. Like, I had gained weight from being on a YouTube tour, and I think I wasn't ready for that too. And I have not watched this show back because I think in the past it just made me feel a certain kind of way, but I'm obviously in a very healthy and good place, and I'm okay to watch this. I've always wanted to re-watch this scene because I do think it's just fascinating that my character bullies another character for having anorexia, and then I kind of developed that immediately after filming the show. So I thought it would be interesting. Just so you get some plot, so you're understanding. My character is named Charlie. She's like the misunderstood, brooding, hi, pink hair, and I play guitar kind of character. There's the popular character Tatiana, who's played by Tila Dunn, and she disappears from school for a bit. This is crazy. She tells everyone that she had cancer. My character finds out that she did not actually have cancer, but she went to an eating disorder clinic and she was too embarrassed to tell people. Just wanted to like preface this with a little bit of backstory. Anyways, okay, let's watch. This is episode 7. Where are you? Seriously, where are you? That's a supernatural way to hold your phone. That was on me. It's crazy that this show triggered me because like I look at myself here and I'm just like, I don't know. I thought all people would be able to see in this video was my weight.
Have any of you guys seen Alex? No. Have you seen Alex?
Am I crazy or do I talk differently? I don't enunciate very well here, and I think it's honestly just from the growing up really shy / mute. It's still something I struggle with sometimes unless I'm like conscious of it. When I'm not thinking about it, I don't enunciate well. If I'm filming, I try my best to be better.
He was crying and his parents came and took him home.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Alex Silver,
Did he get expelled?
apparently he confessed to stealing on his diary. It was like really sad. I felt so bad for him. I have a pig look.
Just like a picture of him crying. One thing that also triggered me a lot was that I just like was very aware of being like a very tall girl, I guess. It's like there were a lot of shorter girls on set and I'm 5'9". That's just always been something that's like triggered me a little bit, weirdly enough. There's a lot of lore here that you're missing. I think I should skip because this is gonna make no sense to you. All right, here we go. Here's the start of the scene.
Hello? Did you just walk into my house? What are you doing here?
We need to talk, Tatiana.
Preston was just leaving anyway.
Oh.
Alright, I'm not finished, alright? I'll be in the hall.
This show took so long to film. I think it was like 2 months of like 12-hour days every weekday. And there were just some issues with production. My character, the way I was blocked out was that I just had to be there like all day. There was only one day where I wasn't on set and everyone else was on set. I was only, oh my god, I was only 18. That was crazy. Wow, time is passing way too fast. I don't like it.
You're the only one that won't get expelled. Your parents basically own the school. Just take the blame. Are you crazy?
Also, by the way, like I'm threatening this character because the lore is escaping me right now. Kind of like got like a Pretty Little Liars-ish premise. I use that term really loosely here. It's not an ABC Family funded show here, but this is lore that you might just like not understand. But basically, I'm using this piece of information that I know that she didn't have cancer and that she had anorexia. She was at an eating disorder clinic instead. I have this piece of information from like stealing her phone in her locker. Kind of weird on my part. I am about to use this piece of information to get what I want, basically. My character, she does some things that aren't really the best.
We both know Alex didn't do it.
Alex will be fine. His parents have enough money to send him to whatever school he dreams of going to.
What's the Mary Rogers Clinic?
What?
It's not on your phone. It isn't a hospital, is it? It's a private eating disorder clinic. You never had cancer, did you?
You can't say anything.
Tell Principal Lee you took Emma's diary or everyone at Warren will know the truth.
Oh! Not me like threatening to make this girl expose that she had an eating disorder. Like, it's so interesting. I was like so much less expressive, and I just feel like if I were to ever, who knows, ever act again in my life, I just would do this very, very differently. I was very like apathetic towards everything, and maybe it works for the character, maybe it doesn't. I don't really know. That was probably the most amount of emotion I showed within this character, probably almost the whole season.
Just leave me alone!
I will say, lying about cancer is pretty f***ed up, but also threatening to tell everyone what someone actually went to like a health clinic for, also pretty f***ed up. I would not do any of the stuff this character is doing.
What did you do?
I'm just looking at that. I'm just like, wow. I really had to fix my posture. It's pretty bad. Sorry.
She lied, Preston. She never had cancer.
So what?
You knew?
You have no idea what it takes to go through what she went through. And she has a disease. And she's sick. And she's one of the strongest people that I've met. And if you tell anyone...
Look, I'll delete the picture.
Okay, well, at least my character deleted the picture.
Just leave, Charlie.
I'm sorry.
Go home.
Oop. That's like actually a picture of me and my dad. Fun fact. That's my bat mitzvah photo shoot.
Hi, Emma. You wanted a confession? Here it is.
Oh. Well, you'll have to watch more of the show to understand any of the other stuff that was happening in that. But, wow. As someone that in school had to deal with, like, having a parent having cancer more than once, I do think cancer is a very sensitive subject that should be approached as such. That was definitely not the best, but I also threatening to out someone's eating disorder is a different but also bad thing to do. I'm reading the comments and someone said Charlie, played by Jessie Paege, had an eating disorder in real life. They were filming and God, that must have hurt to hear even though they knew it was acting. At this point, it wasn't anorexia, it was something else. It was a different eating disorder. It was called orthorexia. Orthorexia is confusing and difficult to navigate because I thought I was just eating super healthy and cared a lot about my health. I would not really eat on set and then I would like binge eat only healthy food before or after I was on set all day. Even when it kind of went from like orthorexia to anorexia, there's not like a moment where you're like, I know I have this, you know? There's a lot of denial, so like, I didn't think I had any like attachment to this scene or this character, to be honest, when I filmed. Yeah, interesting. There's a lot of comments about that actually. Imagine how hard it was for Jessie to talk about and threaten someone about eating disorders after all she's been through. I hate this. This was also a point where I had gained weight, so I thought that because I was at a higher weight too, I definitely wasn't valid in thinking I would have an eating disorder at the time, if that makes sense. There was just a lot of denial. Charlie might not know what she went through, but Jessie does. Aw. If I were to act this out now in my life, I think there'd be more of an emotional attachment, of course. Reading these comments kind of honestly makes me feel a kind of way, but seeing the scene, I know at the time I just didn't really feel attached to it. I think it was difficult for me in that like, that was not something I had ever done. Threatening people, the yelling, like it wasn't something I did. So I just had to tap in as something else. People saying, I don't blame her for lying, eating disorders are hard to go through and a lot of people don't take them seriously. That was kind of a point I wanted to make too, is I guess like as someone that's struggled with an eating disorder, I understand where she's coming at and why she did lie about it. Not that that's an okay thing to do, but people don't take eating disorders seriously, and I don't know, a lot of people think it's related to vanity. There's so much more to it than just physical appearance. There's an element of control. There's also an element of self-harm. There is a lot of stigma, so I do understand why this character did feel like she had to lie, and it is sad that she felt like she had to literally say she had cancer to be taken seriously. And she is supposed to be a high school student, not to like say what she did is an okay thing to do and encourage people to do that, but I do understand why she would have felt that way. One comment made by the boyfriend that people are commenting about, you have no idea what it's like to go through what she went through. That must have been really hard to hear. I'm sorry, Jessie. If anything, I think instead of me hearing that line and being like, wow, this really hurts because I do have an eating disorder, I'd be like, yeah, you deserve to hear that because you look terrible and you are doing all of these eating disorder habits and it's not even showing, and just being really mean to myself. I feel like I probably did that without anyone being at fault because I just was mentally ill at the time and like things that were just normal things just affected me differently. I actually remember when I watched this show, turned to my friend, I was like, do I look skinny? And she was like, you look skinny healthy. And like, that's a super nice normal thing to say. But that triggered me a lot. That was like the start. Right after, I just started to lose weight really fast. And I felt like my life was getting better because of that. It was really bizarre. It's coming back to me. That was an interesting time in my life. It is interesting though to have a character tell me you have no idea what it's like to go through what she went through. Like the irony there is pretty crazy. Camera is so mad at me for filming a long time, but yeah, I guess if anything, maybe it triggered me that I was so easily able to be characterized as someone that's never been through an eating disorder, and I thought that meant I looked terrible and I was still engaging in eating disorder related habits, and I thought that it wasn't an issue because I was like, well, I look healthy on the outside so no one's gonna believe me, when to be honest sometimes I've struggled the most when I've been at a healthier weight. Yeah, I'm glad I can watch this now. The only time I watched these was like when the episode would come out and I would just like comment on it and be like, everyone go watch, but it's probably been, I was 18, oh my god, like 7 years, so I'm glad I'm in a place where I can watch these. Yay! Okay, not to end this on a really emotional note, but I'm gonna go, but I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry if it's all over the place. I will do better. I love you all, and I hope you have a good week, and I will be back next week. Okay? Okay. Bye!
Lips that have kissed mine too.